All right, we are back. So this one's a little bit wonky because I accidentally went and turned on OBS and went and recorded an episode of Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster, and did not realize during that entire time that in OBS I had my microphone muted. So my microphone stream, my audio stream coming from my microphone was completely, it just didn't get saved when I recorded the episode. So this is future Wally coming back and post-commentating. So at about this time, I was probably talking about my next steps and what I was going to do next in the game. So after coming out from behind the waterfall, I just go to this town. It's right there. I forget I don't really know many of the names of the towns though, except for Elfheim, which is the one in the south, and then Melmond. Melmond's pretty easy. Well, I guess like there's the Crescent Lake town or something. That one's pretty easy too. And then Cornelia. Okay, I just don't remember the name. I didn't even look at this while it was going by. I'm not gonna go and stop the recording. And I'm gonna try and go in and sync up some commentary. To oh my goodness, I checked every single gravestone here. That was dumb. So yeah, I'm gonna try and sync up the commentary at least a little bit with what's going on in game. I'm a little bit confused as to okay, there we go. So the next dungeon or shrine, I guess, that we need to go to. Excuse me, it's kind of late right now. We'll get into that as I start wandering through the next shrine. But the next shrine that we're going to is like the Sunken Shrine or something. What is it called? The Underwater Grotto. So this is a mermaid here that's commenting on the Oxy Ale. And then she just floats away and disappears. Oh, she was a ghost the whole time. That's an SNL reference. So yeah, we hop into the barrel, we go down. There's this weird, very weird, like just blue screen right here before it fades into the grotto. What's this called? Sunken Shrine. Okay, sorry. Yeah, so at this point I probably went to pull open a map on my laptop to make sure I was going in the right direction. A little bit of a spoiler, I guess. I don't go in the right direction this first time through. I kind of go straight for the boss and kill it before like looting. I realize it though at the time that I'm killing the boss. I realize that there's a lot of stuff that I missed, and some of it's crucial for later progress. So I would have had to go back anyway. This is not me being like neurotic about opening every single chest. It just, yeah, like I actually need to go and open a very specific chest in here. Anyway, so speaking of chests, it occurred to me during this, like in between episodes. I guess I didn't really introduce the date, so let's kind of back up. So today is the 16th of November. I went to recorded this footage on the 16th of November, so it's not like I'm post-commentating this like a week later, whatever. But it's the 16th of November. It's Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday. The 49ers won. And while I did not know at the time of recording, the Warriors were going to win tonight against the Brooklyn Nets. So two home teams getting some very good wins against some very quality opponents. That's always nice to see. So anyway, I kind of planned on doing this last Thursday, which was Veterans Day, and just crunching out the rest of the playthrough. But then this gotcha game called Opera Omnia got in my way because I can't help it. It's a Final Fantasy gotcha game. And I have no self-control. Yeah, but man, Veterans Day. I think I woke up at like I crawled out of bed at like noon and took Roxy out immediately. So yeah, that was interesting. I did not I don't know, that a Friday after as well, like not a lot of people showed up to work, so it was kind of a, I don't want to say it was a free day, you know, I did do something, but definitely felt more like a 4-day weekend than a 2-day weekend there. Anyway, so I planned on recording this and finishing up the playthrough on Veterans Day. I did not do that, so I started recording an episode today, and when watching it back, like I said, I realized I didn't record audio. So one of the first things that I started talking about, and this is going back to that chest point from earlier, I haven't forgotten. One of the first things that I realized was last episode I went and skipped out on a couple chests at Mount Gulg because they just had like potions in them or something. And it turns out I kind of want the achievement that has me like opening up every single chest. So I'm going to go for that now. I'm probably going to do this off screen. Getting just opening up the chests that I haven't opened in the dungeons. I kind of, at the end of the episode, I open up the map, and the map, not only does it show, you know, all the towns and things like that on them, but it also shows sort of the completion, how many items or how many chests and key items you've picked up from the areas. So I'm missing like 4 or 5 chests from Mount Gulg, or something like that. Anyway, so gosh, I don't really know the layout of the Sunken Shrine that well. I was just reading it off of a map because I can't be bothered to do the whole exploration thing with the random battles. Not that the random battles, now that Ruby has that healing staff, are just too easy because you just get a free heal every single time. And I know like Xander's poisoned right now, so that, like, you know, takes away a little bit more health than normal, but you know, you kind of just, I think it balances out between, you know, you get a couple preemptive strikes and a couple like hits of like 1 or 2 damage to Xander. Everything just balances itself out, and I don't know why I'm like nervous about encounters now anyway, especially with such a balanced team comp. Like, I'm not doing like a 4 black mage challenge or 4 white mage challenge or anything like that, right? So those are ridiculous, by the way. I could never. So yeah, like, I've got a balanced team comp, decent like defense on a couple people, and excuse me, it's kind of late when I'm recording this. Like I said, this is after the Warriors game, so like 11 o'clock. Where was I going? Yeah, so it's a balanced team comp, so just spamming the heal staff here, spamming heal just with Ruby every single time. It just, you're always gonna win. You're always gonna win. And it just, you know, it's so much better than have her hit for like 20 damage or 30 damage on some enemy when Xander would or Aquila would go and kill it off in 1 hit anyway, right? So anyway, it's just, the healing staff is my end game weapon on Ruby. I don't think I'm gonna do have anything but that healing staff on. So today is Tuesday. One interesting thing that I did today is I finally got my recycling out of my trunk. It's kind of been sitting there for a month now. Now that I think about it, because that was in my trunk before I left for Denver. I meant to go and right. So there's no like recycling by me, just single stream trash, and I find that so disappointing. I was just raised to go and collect all my recyclables together. So I looked into it. I forget if this was earlier this year or I think it was last year. And I found a recycling place in Ann Arbor. So when I went and dropped off Roxy at the sitter before I was heading off to Denver, I had planned on dropping off then. The thing is, they have really weird times. They're only open like Tuesday, Thursday, and the weekends. Because I was dropping her off on a Friday, that didn't work out. So my recyclables were just left in my trunk since then. So they've been there for over a month now. And when I say recyclables, this is just like paper and then like plastic recycling. So like it's not like I had compost back there and it was gonna like stink the place up. It's just it took up all my trunk space. So anyway, I got that done today. I went and took her over just because I just wanted to, if she doesn't need to be home without me, she doesn't need to get anxious. Just I think it works out. So yeah, the other thing about this place is it costs $3 to go and recycle, but if I'm doing that like, I don't know, 4-5 times a year, I think that's kind of worth it. Just go and show this place some support, make sure that it can go and continue operation, and then just, it's a bit of a drive, like it's a 10-minute drive, so I'm not going to say it's the most eco-friendly thing to do to drive over there, but I don't know what else to do, just throw all my recyclables in the trash. I don't think that's worth it. I think it's not a perfect solution, but I'd rather do it than not, if that kind of resonates with anybody. Yeah, so that was today. I also went to work. Oh shoot, this is the one encounter that I got nervous about because of course Pyralistic cockatrices can go like insta-kill with gaze. Spoiler alert, none of them go and kill me. I think one of them gazes and misses. But other than that, like, just... yeah, the rest of this... oh, there we go. There's the gaze that I missed. Yeah, so... this is really the only, like, scary encounter in this place. And it's a fixed encounter, too, so... I could have avoided it, I think. Giant's gloves are pretty good. They let you like cast, I think, Saber when you use them, and Saber's a pretty, yeah, gloves that cast Saber when used. And Saber just buffs your attack up really high. It's great on Xander, because it's either that or Styx has to go and waste a turn applying that. It just works out. I think that's kind of like an endgame thing item that I'm gonna have on Xander, kind of to complement sort of Ruby's healing staff right now. And then I think there's a couple other items that I picked up towards the end of this episode that are pretty good on, or there's one in particular that's very good on Styx. But yeah, it just casts Saber. It saves a turn. It makes Xander just a little bit more self-sufficient. Doesn't need to deal with waiting. I don't know what I was staring at right here. Maybe I was staring at the map. I remember there's like a chest in the room in the middle of this floor. I think this is floor... It's not floor 5 or floor 1. This is floor 2, I think. Anyway, there's a room in the middle with a chest in it that I missed, and I was probably checking the map to try and find the route that would have the like, I know I can't determine encounters, but you know, try to find the route that would be best for those, you know, avoiding encounters, you know, the shortest path. But I think I run into like 3 or 4 here. So one other thing I started talking about was I started listing off my favorite Final Fantasies, because I actually wrote them out in a list. I think I said last episode that I was gonna go and do that, or maybe the episode before, because I kind of just spitballed them. Like it's pretty easy at the start, 6, 7, 10, 4, 13, 9, but after that it kind of trails off. Excuse me. And I went in and reconsidered a couple of them. I went in and added the others that I have at least played a little bit of. So I have refined the list now. And I'm gonna go and read it off, because that's what I did during the commentary during the game. So the first, what is that? 6 stay the same. 6, 7, 10, 4, 13, 9. And then I put 1, 15, 5, and 2. So that's 10 of the games. And then the 5 that I haven't played are 3, 8, 11, 12, and 14. So just kind of starting off with those last 5. 3 I've never touched, because I never like searched super extensively for the American sort of, not novelization, American translation of the ROM. I know that they have a very good sort of class system that 5 took to the moon. But other than that, I really don't know a lot about 3. It just never seemed like super engaging. It's looked like 5, but a little bit worse, honestly. And 5's frankly pretty low on my list, so I've never really had a passion for 3. Now 8, I've gone and see a full playthrough by this one guy, J something. Oh my goodness, this guy's name is gonna bother me. Not J Sauce. J. Here's this kid. I can't find it. I thought it was. Here we go. I missed an I. 7. 8. No. Not that guy. Not that guy. Not that guy. Not that guy. Where is this guy? Was it coffee? No. How am I not subscribed to this? Hold on. This is starting to bug me. What are these? Did I not? Maybe I'm not subscribed because I don't really. go through with any other things but this. Not Jagged. Jagged's the site, isn't it? Man, it's auto-correcting 8 walkthrough to 7. That's mean. That's mean. Oh gosh, I'm gonna go with my filters here. Playlist. Let me see all the playlists. I want to give this guy credit because I really did appreciate his playthrough of it, even though I think I would never. After watching his playthrough, I think I decided I'd never go and play through it myself. J Strike, that sounds close. It's not it. It's like what I go to school for. I got that song off the first episode. Come on. Man, this is bugging me. I'm not even paying attention to what's going on, what I'm actually doing in this commentary right now. Man, I just can't find it. All right, I'm gonna go put this on hiatus, I guess. This search for this mysterious walkthrough. Anyway, 8 just did not seem to engage at all. The characters, the story, like the mechanics, just felt off. I didn't want to go and kind of invest myself in them, honestly. So 8's probably never gonna get a playthrough from me. It's just bottom of the heap. 11 and 14 are the massively multiplayers. I never really had access to them when they were kind of starting out. I haven't played like an MMORPG since like RuneScape. And then there's this game called Fantasy Online that kind of on like armor games that was very good for its time. But yeah, I wasn't really ever a fan of MMORPGs, so 11 and 14 are probably getting a pass from me. Not necessarily. Oh, I've already hit the boss. I was pretty surprised by it during the actual playthrough too. So quick save, of course. I'm gonna go and pay attention from now on, going through the boss. At about this time, I probably realized that, oh shoot, I've probably missed out a lot of the dungeon right now. I thought there would be a path towards the treasure room, because there is like one for that, just all the treasure on it. But I missed it, so you're gonna see me face the boss, Kraken here. I didn't really take the time to appreciate the sprite, but it's kind of confusing what's going on with the eyes, and I don't know, it looks just weird to me. Yeah, I think I tried using the gauntlets as an item, but spoiler, I guess, the Thundara that Aquila, casted from that is just so weak, because Aquila's magic is just so weak. There's kind of no there's kind of no point. I realized that there's kind of no point to ever using Aquila's the gauntlets on Aquila. Just like that magic damage is just negligible. Maybe if you were a red mage instead, I could understand that, but no, it's just not worth it. So there's Xander using Saber on the gauntlets. It just boosts up attack very strongly, and it saves stakes a cast of it, I think. think I take care of Kraken in 4 rounds or so. I didn't have no all, did I? No, I didn't have no all yet, so I didn't cast that. I cast haste here? No, I cast Lundaga. I should have casted haste on Xander, but as you can see, this guy kind of falls really quickly after that. Oh yeah, Ruby took a really nasty hit on the first turn, so I went and used Healara after Protera. Is this where we... Null Frost? Yeah, because we didn't have Null All. And then I think here's where we used Haste instead of Thundaga. Right? Come on, past me. There we go. There we go. I knew it. You can cast Ink, which blinds. I don't think the blind actually affects me at all, so I never pulled out any eye drops. So, there's that. Oh shoot, that missed 3 of them. Do they all have some ice armor equipped? During my actual playthrough, I thought it was the exact opposite, that Xander had already had like ice armor equipped or something like that, so it didn't stack with him. But was it the other way around? Does everyone else have ice equipment? Can it just miss? Maybe it can just miss. I think, yeah, after this cast of haste, they die. I think after Xander goes and lands one more hit on Kraken, Kraken's dead, and that's 3 fiends down. It's about, I'd say it's about like 80% of the way through the game now, because like the beginning is very slow before you get to the first fiend. Yeah, there we go. No like crazy damage numbers. We just kind of, I don't want to say whittled down because that implies like a lot of time spent. We clearly didn't. You know, we went through like 4 or 5 rounds. It was just kind of like a steady punching. So what I do here is I take the teleport out, and now this teleport doesn't take you, because the dungeon is kind of attached to the town. This portal takes you out of the town, and I didn't realize at the time. It was a little confusing. I was a little confused why we were up here, but then I'm like, yeah, wait, we missed like a lot of treasure rooms, so I wanted to head back in. Did I sleep at the inn? I guess I slept at the inn to go and restore MP, though. I don't think I really needed it. There was a couple casts of Protera and sort of boss protection spells, attacking spells, but you know, not really important. Did I try looking for Saber here? Oh, yeah, I didn't purchase. I think I purchased all of Ruby's like level 7 magic. I didn't purchase all of Styx's. Yeah, so I didn't have Saber on Styx or Blind. I bought Saber even though, like, you know, I guess I'll cast it on Aquila, but Xander's probably just going to use the gauntlets and get Saber there. None of the dialogue changes even though we beat the dungeon, so we just go straight back in. And on the first floor, you have the choice to either go up or down. I think I went down here, and if you go up, that leads to the path that'll take you to the top floor, which has all the stuff. So one thing I maybe you didn't notice, but you actually start out on the 3rd floor of this, which I guess it makes sense, right? Because you're underwater, right? It's kind of just a little bit different, right? Because you're diving from the top. So if you start from somewhere in the middle, then you can kind of go up or down. And the floors aren't numbered from like the first floor being the top floor. is the first floor is the ground floor. So it's like you took a building and you just stuck it underwater, and the entrance was on the 3rd floor. That's kind of just how this goes. Anyway, gosh, even post commentating, I think I've probably been a little bit more eloquent than I was during the game. But going back to the 15 like mainline Final Fantasies. So I talked about 3, talked about 8, 11, 14. 12 is the only other one that I have not played, and I would like to go into that one blind and just enjoy it because I've heard decent reviews for it. Now for the other ones, I've been just on a Final Fantasy VI hype train recently. I watched a lot of like video essays on Final Fantasy VI just this weekend. I'm just getting hyped for the remaster coming out and this playthrough I'm making. Like I haven't really scripted things, but I've really gone and taken notes for what commentary goes where and what things to bring up. Like talking about specific songs and motifs after hearing a couple of video essays on them, or like the music in Final Fantasy VI. So anyway, going back to my rankings. So right now, 6 is on top because it's just my favorite. I love the characters so much. I love the story so much. I love the gameplay decently. Yeah, it's just great. 7, I have to like because it's a classic, and that sounds kind of weird, right? You don't have to like it. 7 is good. It is monumental. The way that Pro Jared went and said it was, 6 was his favorite, 7 was the most important, and 9 is the best. Those are the 3 distinctions he drew. I'm inclined to think that 6 is my favorite and 9 is the best. 7 is the most important. I can see how it massively shaped not only like the industry but the rest of the series. But 7's good. They deserve the remaster. That's another reason why 7's up here, because it was influential enough to deserve a remaster, and a well put together remaster as well. After 7 comes 10. I've always liked 10. I think Nintendo Capri Sun's playthrough of 10 has shaped just a lot of my adolescence and teenage years. I think 10 is great. I love the love story. The characters are just so well done, and it's just so beautiful for its time, right? PS2. Whew, they did a lot with 10, and I want to go in and remind people how key that was. I know it's a little bit divisive. Some people don't like Tidus. I don't know. I think it's a good game. After 10, we have 4. 4 is great as well. Also very good with the characters, the world. I have completed 4. Oh, almost. I got to like the last dungeon and I just kind of trailed off. The last area, I'll say that. 10 I've completed. 7 I've completed. 6 I've completed. 13 I've almost completed. There are a couple, probably like a few hunts or stuff left that I didn't do at the like one of the last areas. I did that completely blind. That was interesting. I grew to really like Lightning and Fang as characters. I know anyone that can play this Fang, or because Lightning's a little bit of a hard ass, but yeah, Fang is the other side of that. Fang's just badass. So I don't know. I think 13 is better than what people give it credit for. Now after 13 comes 9, and this is probably a problem. 9 should probably deserve to be higher, but I have definitely not finished 9. I got through like 2.5 discs of it. I didn't do any like side questy stuff that I usually go through. Like my playthrough of 9 is just incomplete, which is why it's kind of in the middle here. It deserves to be higher. It probably deserves to trounce out 13 and 4. I don't know if it'll trounce out 10 in my favorites, But it deserves to be higher than it is right now. After 9 comes 1. This one, you know, it's well put together, but at the end of the day, you know, it's just a bunch of fetch quests. It just doesn't. I don't think it holds up. It just doesn't shine a light to others like 6.4 and 10 that kind of like thrive off of characters and setting and things like that. After 1 comes 15, and a lot of people might be mad at me for putting 15 down here as well. Like the open world is done pretty well, but it just feels. I don't want to say it gives me like Breath of the Wild vibes, because Breath of the Wild gave me way harder, like sort of nothing really matters vibes, but I just for the completionist, someone who wants 100% things, I'm just like rolling around in the car the whole time, and just the characters are funny, they make me laugh, the combat's okay, you know, it's a good game, but I just didn't fall in love with it. So that's 15. After 15 comes 5. 5 probably deserves to be higher too, but the characters, it wasn't that they weren't memorable. They just didn't do anything. I'll say this though, the mechanics for 5 are out of this world. The job system and learning new abilities, being able to mix and match. Oh, so good. But yeah, and then 2, I just don't like the characters, don't like the sort of fetch questy nature that continued off of 1, don't like the combat. There's a lot of things I don't like about 2. I never finished 2, I never finished 5. 5 I'd be okay with finishing, I think. 2 I don't want to finish. You know, like that's just where it goes down to, and I'm sorry too. Alright, so kind of, oh, this is the treasure floor 5. So I kind of just go and pick up some certain items. There's one staff I think here that I start gushing over. I'll try to keep an eye out for when that crosses. So yeah, 6, 7, 10, 4, 13, 9, 1, 15, 5, 2. That's my ranking of games that, well, the Final Fantasy games. So with that being said, I kind of talked during this episode about my next moves with the game. You know, where I wanted to go and kind of take this series, because I'm leaning heavily to playing 6 next. You know, I just want to play 6. It's just on my mind. It's my favorite. I just have so much passion for wanting to play 6, but I know it's a huge jump from the pixel remaster of the first game to the last like pixel remaster that they've released. You know, and skipping a lot of quality games. Like 4 is my 4th best favorite game. You know, I would play a 4-job Fiesta run of a 5 next July. You know, I want to do that. Like I said, 3 just never has gotten much interest from me. 2 is bad in my opinion, and that's kind of where every one of them stands. You know, maybe I could see like jumping into 4, but it's either 4 or 6, and I kind of just want to roll into 6, especially if I'm going to be playing Metroid Dread over Thanksgiving or from Thanksgiving to Christmas, and having a playthrough of that. 6 is probably going to come out then. I can just go in and just sort of have a schedule for the rest of the year with that. Alright, so the Rosetta Stone here is the next gatekeeping item. You need it to translate what the people in one of the towns are saying. So right now, I am struggling to go and find the warp spell. Or exit, there we go. So I used exit and teleport you outside the town. I go back in. Yeah. Anyway, going back to playthroughs and stuff, 6 is probably next up in line because I just, like I said, I've been watching video essays on like the music and the characters and how you know there are different like themes, musical themes that pop up here and there that are kind of just teased throughout, and I don't know how I can. I don't know how I can just. I don't think I have the self-control to stay away from 6. That sounds kind of bad, but yeah. I want to go and play 6 next, and I think that's what's going to happen. Alright, so I think at this point I was debating about whether or not to end the episode off, but I figured now that we have the Rosetta Stone, I can maybe go and add, I think there's about 15 more minutes of content, so I wanted to kind of get the episode longer than 40 minutes to kind of match all the other ones. You know, all the other ones have been hovering out at about an hour, and I wanted this one to kind of match that. Yeah. So I go and head over to the wrong place, but I don't know that yet. The Final Fantasy series is just an amazing series, and I want to do my favorite game ever justice, and I'm just so inspired right now. My artistic projects have been put on hold a little bit, like my drawing stuff, and I do think I should get back to that soon. Okay, this is level 7 magic, so I was confused. I'm looking for the level 8 magic, and I thought it was at the next town, the one that you need the Rosetta Stone at. Did I not buy Blizzaga? Huh. Well, I'm dumb. Anyway, so I go and head towards the last town that we have not visited yet. It's kind of far down south. At this point, I found the Mage's Staff, right, in the Sunken Shrine. And you can see Styx has got that on auto right below Ruby's healing staff. Like, it's just fire for free. You just... Think about... Right, Styx always had the capability of doing that damage, but it cost MP. Now it doesn't cost MP. I don't understand why you wouldn't, especially because I've had like Styx doing a lot of just physical attacks because I can't burn MP for whatever reason, right? I need to save onto that for when I really need it. Now I don't need to worry about like outputting damage at Styx. So this guy's late. So yeah, Styx has got the Mage's Staff, and he's gonna be using that. Kind of just like Ruby's using the Golden Staff. Right, there'll be some enemies that are weak to fire. There'll be some that are, you know, strong against it, but I think overall it'll kind of just average out, and Styx will just become a more balanced damage dealer in the party now. So I go and talk to these people, and then I realize that while I do have the Rosetta Stone, I don't know what to do with it. I actually went searching for it and making sure I had it in my inventory. I think I talked to one more person, and then I'm like, yep, okay. I need to go somewhere with this. And it's not abundantly clear where you're supposed to go with this thing, unless you've gone and talked to some very specific NPCs. Yeah, you see this party? You see this party? All these Minotaur zombies? Poof. Gone. Major staff on sticks. So good. So good. Just these staffs and being able to just spam them. Auto, I don't even have to go and pick and choose. So dang good. Anyway, so I try to go to Gaia and talk to this guy. And doesn't give you anything. I think I go all the way back to... I just go in and kind of explore the last couple of towns. Oh, and here's where I find the level 8 magic. Okay, so I buy all 3 of these for Ruby. I think there's only one level 8 magic place. I don't think the place Lufenia or whatever that needs a Rosetta Stone translation. Oh no, I'm short a couple thousand, so I can't. A couple thousand. I'm short 40,000, so I can't go and finish out Sticks of Magic. So I leave here, and I fly back to the other town. I think it's just the one that we just were at. That has like the Sunken Shrine next to it. Gosh, man, I wasted so much time. I mean, now that I've, you know, lost the commentary to that, I might as well just cut it out, right? I might as well cut like this out and just stitch the two parts together. Yeah, I think you say like what, 5 minutes or so. Like if you really want, you guys can skip ahead. Like nothing really interesting is gonna happen for the rest of the episode. Honestly, I kind of just do the next big thing. Yeah, so there, go talk to Ume. So I need to go and find out where to go and talk to him. And it turns out, I think I went and yeah, I definitely went to look this up. So Ume is not here. Ume, that guy's brother, is actually at Melmond. How much walking around do I do before I found that out? Do I just wait here? Maybe this is where I'm looking it up. Oh, maybe I found it. So yeah, you have to go and head to Melmond. I forget what I was talking about now. Before the gameplay of 1. Imagine creative projects taking like kind of a side seat to all this video editing, recording, uploading, things like that. So yeah, here. Hit up Helmond. Hit up Melmond. Just to get everything I need from here. I think I have a little bit of difficulty finding this guy anyway. Wait, why did I want to go to... Why was I missing magic? Well, I didn't buy it anyway, so it's good. Oh, wait, no, I went and sold a bunch of my stuff because I'm, you know, I got 330 gil, so. I think the one thing I shouldn't have sold was the giant sword or whatever. Because the giant sword is like good against spellcasters. Maybe it's good against giants. Where does it happen? Scroll down. Yeah, the great sword here. I sell that. I shouldn't have sold that because I think that's a unique item. The great sword. Oh well, I don't think I was gonna. I got like so paranoid about finding all these unique weapons, and at the end of the day, you know, once something kind of outclassed it, I never looked back. So I don't know. I'm kind of just being neurotic for the sake of being neurotic, I guess. So yeah, I got a little bit of gil and then didn't do anything with it. Did I find this guy the first time, or did I leave the town? Yeah, because he's up here. And to the right, but I missed him. Yeah, I just tried to talk to every single NPC, couldn't find them. Did I leave the town, though? I'm gonna go and bet myself that I didn't leave the town. There we go. We spotted a glimpse of him. There we go. There we go. Found it. Kind of like pulls you behind the corner, just like, hey, you got the stone? You got the stone for me? You want to get stoned with me? Yeah, he goes and teaches you Lufenian. And now you can go and talk to the people at, you can go talk to the people at that town. And then, so the thing that we got from the waterfall at the end of the last episode is something that we need to go and transition between the Mirage Tower, which is our next dungeon, and the final place, the final sort of dungeon. So I kind of plan on finishing up this playthrough by this weekend. Just getting all the episodes gone recorded and at least scheduled. It won't be uploaded for a couple weeks or so. A week and a half. I forget. They're already in the process. They've got episodes like 1 through 7 being released every other day. I also went and edited one more Apex interlude and got that posted. It's just a bunch of like stuff from Veterans Day. And now we can talk to them, and I think all I do here is just talk to all of them. So you start at the right because I think the key item is on the left. The key item is on the right. What was the key item again? What do we need? Can we just enter the Mirage Tower, or do we need something else? Take the chime. Okay, there we go. So, you need the chime somewhere. Yeah, so we're going to be facing Tiamat in the next episode. The way I planned it out was go and do the Mirage Tower and the dungeon after that together, and then I think there'd be like one more, maybe two more episodes after that to kind of just complete all the main story stuff. I know there's like the 4 like challenge shrines, and I'm really just debating whether or not I really want to do those. Sorry if you're hearing a little bit of scuffling. A certain somebody is going to join me. She's going and asking me to go and take her to bedtime, right? That's what you're asking me for? Anyway, I think I'm just about to sign off here. No. I fly over to the Mirage Tower. That's the last part of this episode. Um, but the Mirage Tower is like right here. Of course, you can't land in the desert. Oh, yep, it's right there. You can't land in the desert. You can't land on the tower, but you can land on this little grassy part to the right. And I think I only like run into like one encounter before I get there. Or no encounters? Not one encounter. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this episode. The sign off's gonna be a little bit weird because I need to edit this. I need to go and stitch this post commentary onto the actual playthrough. So I'm kind of unsure about the timing about like when I actually like sign off. So I'm gonna go and sign off here as I'm saving. And hopefully next episode, not only do we take out the Mirage Tower and the next dungeon, but I record my audio correctly. Alright, peace.